Thank you everyone and welcome. International Women's Day normally marks an annual call to action to press forward and progress for gender parity across the world, with the exception of the women and young girls living under the Islamic Republic of Iran, where the women live under a religious dictatorship and Islamic Sharia laws. The campaign of International Women's Day has gained increasing momentum and traction in recent years around the world, with this year focusing on gender balance. While women around the world are progressing with obtaining and securing their equal rights, the Iranian women have been suffering from the outdated, inhuman legislations during the past 40 years, despite for democracy and social, economic, cultural, and political freedom. Many Iranian women fighting for their basic fundamental rights and seeking freedom from the bondage and slavery created by the Islamic Republic government are either imprisoned or have lost their lives during the process. On International Women's Day, we, the women of Iran, who are standing and fighting for our freedom and human rights, invite all the groups that oppose the Iranian dictatorship regime to join us to increase our voices. We are fighting and standing for a secular government. We are fighting to put an end to all anti-women Islamic Republic legislations, standing against intrusive Islamic legislations mandating dress code or a specific educational field exemption for women, or micromanaging women's every move because of their gender. Stop the use of gender and women's issues like hijab, singing, or attending a sports game as a scapegoat in order to justify mismanagement and lack of competency in government in the country. Those suffering from physical and mental abuse or domestic violence, standing against retrogressive laws of mandatory marriage, underage marriage, and polygamy. Total abandonment of the Islamic form of legal prostitution in the form of temporary and non-committal marriage. Women's right to divorce and her right to guardianship of her children at any age. All men who are aligned and are fighting alongside their mothers, sisters, daughters, or their wives to win their equal rights. We urge the freedom-supporting parties, all organizations in North America, and the European Parliament Committee on Women's Rights and Gender Equality to express their solidarity with the continuous efforts of women in Iran against 40 years of anti-women Islamic legislation, violence, discrimination, and inequality. We request their support of the Iranian women fights in alteration of the Islamic anti-women laws to secular laws based on human rights and equality of genders. I am an Iranian woman and have no right to bike. Without my father's permission, I do not have the right to choose a husband or a partner. Without my father's permissions, I have no right to travel. Without my husband's permission, I do not have the right to go outside or travel. I do not have the right to watch my favorite team playing in the stadium. If I get divorced, I have no right to keep my children. I cannot continue to live with my husband, but I have no right to separate. I do not have the right to choose my own clothes. If it was my dream to be a judge, I have no right to do that. I do not have permission to have a dog. To be hired at a job, I need permission from my father or my husband. I'm not allowed to shake any man's hand. Let everyone please stand for women's rights in every country, but mostly in countries like Iran. Thank you everyone and have a great day.
من یک دختر ایرانیم و بدون اجازه پدرم حق انتخاب همسر ندارم.
من یک دختر ایرانیم بدون اجازه پدرم حق مسافرت ندارم.
من یک زنم ولی حق انتخاب پوشش ندارم. جمهوری اسلامی انتخاب من نیست.
من یک زن هستم و از سوی جمهوری اسلامی نمیشه یک مرد هستم و محروم از بسیاری حقوق انسانی. جمهوری اسلامی انتخاب من نیست.
من یک دختر ایرانیم که حق رفتن به استادیوم را برای تماشای فوتبال ندارم. جمهوری اسلامی انتخاب من نیست.
من یک زنی ایرانی هستم که از زندگی با همسر خود به ستون آمده‌ام، اما حق متارکه ندارم چون جمهوری اسلامی این حق را از من گرفته است. جمهوری اسلامی انتخاب من نیست.
من یک زنم، درد زایمان برای من، حضانت و نگهداری فرزند برای تو، 4 عقل برای تو، حسرت عشق برای من، هزاران صیغه برای تو، حکم سنگسار برای من.